understanding culture, society, and politics. So for today's video, we're going to discuss the nature, goals, and perspective of anthropology, sociology, and political science. So first, we have anthropology. According to Claude Lévi-Strauss in 1983, anthropology has humanity as its object of research, but unlike other human sciences, it tries to grasp its object through its most diverse manifestations. Anthropology comes from the word anthropos, means human and reason, while logos is study. Anthropology is a study of human. The study of humankind in all times and all places includes topics such as human origin, globalization, social change, and world history. So we have 5 goals of anthropology. Firstly, one of the main goals of anthropologists is to understand fossil record of early humans and their ancestors, as well as archaeological record of more recent prehistoric societies. Secondly, to understand how we adapt to different environmental conditions and how we vary as a species. Thirdly, to understand the behavior of monkey and apes in their natural settings. Fourthly is to learn about both the biological and cultural aspects of humanity around the globe and throughout time. 50 goals of anthropology are to apply anthropological knowledge to help prevent or solve problems of living peoples, including poverty, drug abuse, and HIV or AIDS. So we have 4 fields of anthropology: the archaeology, cultural anthropology, biological anthropology, and linguistic anthropology. First, we have cultural anthropology or socio-cultural anthropology. Refers to the study of living people and their cultures, including variation and change. Deals with the description and analysis of the forms and styles and the social lives of past and present ages. Cultural anthropologists also study art, religion, migration, marriage, and family. The second one is the biological anthropology or physical anthropology. It is the study of humans as biological organisms, including their evolution and contemporary variation. It describes the distribution of hereditary variations among contemporary populations and measures their relative contributions made by heredity, environment, and culture to human biology. It can also intersect with other fields of science, such as biology, medicine, psychology, to be used as supporting basis to the betterment of a principal new product or medicines and overall applications of the field. The third one is linguistic anthropology. It refers to the study of communications mainly but not exclusively among humans. It includes the study of communications origins, history, and contemporary variations, and explore how language shapes communication, since language plays a huge role in social identity, group memberships, and cultural beliefs. The fourth one is the archaeology. It refers to the study of past human cultures through their material remains. It is the study of past human cultures through the recovery and analysis of the artifacts. It is the study of the ancients and the recent human past through material remains. The perspective of anthropology. The key anthropological perspectives are holism, relativism, comparison, and fieldwork. There are also both scientific and humanistic tendencies within the discipline that at times conflicts with one another. Holism. Holism is the perspective on the human condition that assumes that mind, body, individuals, society, and the environment interpenetrate and even define one another. In anthropology, holism tries to integrate all that is known about human beings and their activities. Cultural relativism. It is the idea that a person's beliefs and practices should be understood based on that person's own culture. Proponents of cultural relativism also tend to argue that the norms and values of one culture should not be evaluated using the norms and values of another. Comparison. In cultural anthropology, we compare ideas, morals, practices, and systems within or between cultures. We might compare the rules of men and women in different societies, or contrast how different religious groups conflict within a given society. Fieldwork. Ethnographic fieldwork is how anthropologists gather data. Fieldwork is the process of immersing oneself in as many aspects of the daily cultural lives of people as possible in order to study their behaviors and interactions. Anthropologists enter the field location much like a newborn child. So our next topic is about sociology. Sociology is the study of human social relationships and institutions. It is a study of groups and societies that people build and how these affect their behavior. The subject matter of sociology is from crime to religion, from the family to the state, from the divisions of race and social class to the shared beliefs of a common culture, and from social stability to radical change in whole societies. The ultimate goal of sociology is to acquire knowledge about society like all the other social sciences disciplines. As Manuel Koenig has pointed out, the ultimate aim of sociology is to improve man's adjustment to life by developing objective knowledge concerning social phenomena which can use to deal effectively with social problems. The goals of sociology is to understand how memberships in one social group affects individual being, and to understand how cultures and institutions interact in different societies, and to understand the meaning and consequences of modernity, post-modernity, and the new globalization. To understand the causes and consequences of social change in terms of general causes and effects as well as unique historical circumstances. To understand the causes and consequences of population composition and pressures and how population affects the environment and development of societies. To provide information that reflects upon different policy initiatives. The perspective of sociology. The basic insight of sociology is that human behavior is shaped by the groups to which people belong and by the social interactions that takes place within those groups. The sociological perspectives invite us to look at our familiar surroundings in a fresh ways. So there are three theoretical perspectives that guide sociological thinking on social problems: the functionalist theory, conflict theory, and the symbolic interactionist theory. These perspectives look at the same social problems, but they do so in different ways. Functionalist theory. The functionalist perspective sees society as a complex system whose parts work together to promote solidarity and stability. This approach looks at society through a macro-level orientation and broadly focuses on the social structures that shape society as a whole. The conflict theory. The conflict theory are perspectives in sociology and social psychology that emphasize a materialist interpretation of history, dialectical method of analysis, a critical stance toward existing social arrangements, and political program of revolution or at least reform. The symbolic interactionist theory. Symbolic interactionism is a micro-level theory that focuses on the relationships among individuals within society. Social scientists who apply symbolic interactionist thinking look for patterns of interactions between individuals. Their studies often involve observation of one-on-one interactions. And our last topic is all about politics. Political science is the systematic study of governance by the application of empirical and generally scientific methods of analysis. It is an academic discipline that deals with the study of government and political processes, institutions, and behaviors. Although it has borrowed a lot of concept and subject matter from the other social sciences, it is distinguished by its focus on power. Goals of political science is to ascertain with the process of growth, industrialization, and change and the impact on government forms and policies. It is to measure the success of governance and specific policies by examining many factors including stability, justice, material wealth. And it is also to describe how various political systems functions and to find more effective political systems. Why we should to study political science? It is to discover the principles that should be adhered to in public affairs and study operations of the government. to deepen knowledge and understanding of one of the most powerful forces operating on people, communities, and corporations today. It is necessary and important for the netizen to study to have knowledge and understanding of the government. Political science perspective. The overall field of political science includes several major subfields. It is the American politics, comparative politics, international relations, political economy, and political philosophy. Most political science departments at universities encourage students to specialize or concentrate in one of these subfields. American politics or American government is a field of study within the academic discipline of political science. Research areas within the American political behavior subfield include voting behavior, public opinion, partisanship, and the politics of race, gender, and ethnicity. Comparative politics is the comparative study of other countries, citizens, and different political units either in whole or in part, and analyzes the similarities and differences between those political units. Use a subject encyclopedia to research major comparative political theories and concepts. International relationships is a wide-ranging subject that allows students to investigate and research the relationships between countries and governments. The subject is often categorized as either political science or interdisciplinary. These degrees cover areas of politics, law, history, geography, and economics. Political economy is an interdisciplinary branch of social sciences that focuses on the interrelationships among individuals, governments, and public policy. Political economists study how economic theories such as capitalism, socialism, and communism work in the real world. And the last one is political philosophy or political theory. It is a philosophical study of governments addressing questions about the nature, scope, and legitimacy of public agents and institutions and the relationships between them.